Hey guys, I'm Orla from your Women's Gear Review channel, and today we are reviewing the day-to-day backpack from Friedrik. We have gone ahead and sectioned this off into a summary, features, fit check and comfortability. We're going to do a wee airline test, water test, run through some pros and cons, and then round up the video with some final thoughts. And of course, if there is anything that we have missed that you would like to know about this backpack, then just pop us a wee comment below. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is priced at around £325, nearly choked. This is a premium nylon exterior with vachetta leather detailing and then a technical nylon canvas lining, custom nickel silver finished hardware, nylon YKK zippers with metal sliders as well. The dimensions are 30 centimeters in width, 42 centimeters in height and 19 centimeters in depth, and it is a weight of 1.5 kg and a volume of 24 liters. So for the nylon, it does come in the black, which from time to time it can sometimes in the light look kind of navy, but then in other ways it definitely looks black, and especially on their website it looks black as well, but maybe I'm just kind of colorblind, I'm unsure. But I do see tinges of a navy in there as well. If you do want to opt for the other colors such as the olive, chocolate and a charcoal, that is going to be in the nubuck leather, not in the nylon. So in terms of the shape and style, this is definitely unique, and it is something that you're going to want to invest in for that price 100%. Now, it does have a wee unique style here. You kind of unclips and then you can kind of extend it up if you want to, or clip it down like so. They do have other backpacks over on their website as well. They brought out a new one too. It's more of like a travel backpack as well. And I'm also testing out their new core luggage, which I'm super duper excited about because it's absolutely stunning. And I have to say with Friedrik, a lot of their materials are very, very, very long lasting. It does have some flexibility with the nylon. You are able to kind of pack this out. It does have a good structured kind of back here with sufficient padding too. And as you can see, the kind of flat bottom, which we'll get into when we get into the features, it just allows it then to kind of sit up by itself so you're not at risk of it falling forward or anything. It does have a unique kind of style to it. It's not going to be everyone's kind of cup of tea, but this material is really easy to clean and wipe down. The top here, when it's unclipped, kind of gives me like a lunchbox style vibe. Anyone else see that? So Friedrik do offer a 100-day trial. After the 100 days, you're thinking not a bit of me, then you can return it. Otherwise, it is a 14-day return. Also, they offer international shipping and lifetime warranty. Okay, time to get into the features. So for the branding, you have some here on the front. You also have it on the back, and then it is implemented into their hardware as well, if you can kind of see that. They've also chosen to use YKK zippers here, which is high quality, and then this little like kind of custom pillar as well. Externally, you do just have this handle here, which is really soft. It has that seatbelt material on the inside. I do believe that is leather on the outside, because they do have a little bit of leather accents running throughout the bag. On the bottom of the bag, which I can absolutely appreciate, is just a little bit of protection. Like you see with suitcases when they have some bumpers, or they have things that will rise up the bag so that whenever you do set it down, then it is completely protected from the ground. That is nice to note that you do have that. I don't know if you can see, it's already like got that crinkled effect though. So if you're a fan of keeping it completely sleek, clean and aesthetically pleasing, then that might not be as appealing to you. Externally, it is quite simple. Notably, I do not see a water bottle compartment, which is a huge thing for me, but they do not have that implemented on the outside of the backpack. We do have our first pocket here. This pocket is covered kind of by a flap. You can try and hide this yarn in there if you wanted to. This pocket, when it is fully packed, can get a bit annoying and tight, especially with this, because you have to kind of try and flap it over. There is no kind of give to that. It's that leather, so it's just a bit harder to get in there. Not as easy as I would like personally. And then trying to get that zip in and open is a bit of a struggle sometimes as well. Inside is going to be hard to show you because it is just space for you to pack up, play about. This is your kind of swing the bag around front pocket that you have if you wanted to. We will pack it up. You could place your purse, phone, passport or whatever in there, and then that just gives you the option to have quicker access to it. If it's not in use, you can kind of compress it down. But it naturally just kind of stays out into its own little pocket even when there is nothing in it, if you can see, like so. Then going into the main part of the bag. Interesting, you've got these clips, right? Which I don't know if I'm a fan of, because sometimes I just get really frustrated at the fact if I'm in a rush and trying to press that down can be a bit annoying. But it's unique with its style, I have to give them that. It opens up if you want to have it opened to get a little bit more of an extension, or you can completely keep that down and keep with that look that they've got whenever it is compressed down like so. Then you can come in through the top here. Again, a different style than what I'm used to, but these run much smoother than this one, I have to say. Then inside is interesting. So if you do decide to open this up, that's kind of what it's like. Just gives you a little bit more of a space. For now, we're just going to show you the inside if it allows it. It's still a bright interior. It's not as dark as the outside of the bag, so you still get a fair enough amount of light here. Inside, you do have a laptop compartment, which we'll measure in a minute. You do have a few pockets. Those pockets I never use. Like, I just find that they were kind of just stuck there. It doesn't feel like a lot of effort was put into these pockets because there's not much give to them, like unless it's just like a little card, or if you have your passport that you can try. Even your passport doesn't even fit in that. So what I'm trying to say is this, the slimmer kind of items, it really needs to be slim. If you want to place your phone in there, then that's grand, depending on the thickness of it as well. But I just don't find that I'm rushing to use those pockets. I just use the rest of the space. And that is what it is here. Hopefully you can pick that up. I'm trying to give you some light for that. And that's it really. The bottom is well padded. Let's give you a little bit of a measurement here for the laptop compartment. I'd say your max is 14 inches across, about 10.5. I have a 14-inch MacBook here that we're gonna slide in to see. That's starting to fit, but very, very snug. Like, how long? Give me a minute. It fits, don't get me wrong, but if you had a case, then it would probably be less likely to fit because of the thickness. It's grand inside. This is fairly soft, fairly secured. So I feel actually grand with that just being in there, even without a protector on it. A little bit more branding in here. There isn't much going on inside for the price, I have to say. I guess it's more simple and to the point. If you are looking for more organization, then this is probably not a shout for you. We are going to pack her up in a wee minute. Let's just close this off and then get into the back system. You have two straps here, fairly thin, but well padded. Nice airflow on both here. You don't have a sternum strap or anything. On the back, you do have a luggage slip, which is really nice because it pairs well with their luggage. Over in Friedrik, we have done a review on that, so you can head over to the channel and check that out. In the back here, you do have a secret compartment, so that is handy enough to place in your passport. Just gives you a bit of security there, knowing it's well into your back. This is well padded as well. This is throughout the bag too, as you can kind of see. Lovely bit of comfort added there. Then onto the straps. This runs fairly smoothly, so you can kind of get that into position well, and they've gone ahead and added dangle stoppers as well. Okay, let's pack her on up. Laptop. Put my jacket here, bottom of the bag. That will take up most of the space. Charger. To see if I was gonna close this, that would probably be enough for the roll top to kind of get closed like that. I would say that's fairly enough, but if you did want to open it up like that, then that's kind of what it looks like. I don't like the fact that I can still see this, so I really do opt for that. See, then that's the space. You still have a little bit more if you wanted to. I'm actually going to place my purse here because I'm going to place some AirPods in there. Open this up. Phone, AirPods, Chromex. Sorted. And that's that packed up. Remembering you've got your passport in the back there as well for ID. Okay, time for a wee fit check, comfortability, and see how this feels on the female body. Okay, let's just start with, this is what the backpack looks like on me. For reference, I am 5'6". On my bare skin, I don't know if you can see that that is actually touching me. I'm not a fan because that rubs up onto your neck. They're not the comfiest. They are when you do have your own kind of padding on there, such as a jacket. But when it is kind of like this, it just takes a while for it to feel kind of nice. The mesh itself doesn't rub up on the skin, so it's kind of rough. If you are wearing like a top like this that has access to touching your skin, then you are going to feel that. Other than that, with a jacket on, it is absolutely grand, as it would be. The back kind of mesh is lovely too. I found no issues with that. You don't really feel like the laptop compartment or anything. Obviously there is like a bit of a gap where the luggage slit is to the rest of the bag, so you kind of feel like you're missing out on that bottom kind of mesh because of that little bridge. But apart from that, it's really comfortable. I have no complaints in the kind of back mesh and that system. The straps, they do curve, so that's a plus. They kind of curve around the aisle girls, but just, I think over time they'll take a bit to break in, but yeah, they rub. I also would have loved some thumb pullers to pull down to adjust my straps, but there is dangle stoppers there, so we can give a wee plus for that. For the Airline Test, you kind of want to know, does it fit as a personal item? This is the representation of EasyJet and their measurements, so do be sure to check the measurements with your own airlines. If that roll top is kind of down, that roll top, you can kind of shove it in. If you want to go ahead and do that, the front pocket is bulked out here. That might be where you can kind of take stuff out, and then you'll be able to kind of ease it in a bit more. Whereas that goes in grand, just being aware of how much you kind of have it packed out. But fits grand for EasyJet. For the water test, the water is grand with this bag. I have to say, it does kind of just bounce off it, but just be careful with the seams here around the zips, especially this top pocket here. They're not coated, so that's just something to be aware of, whether you feel secure enough in having your valuables in there if it is like belting down. And just being aware, if you do, I mean, it's less likely because you'll have it on your back. Hopefully the kind of mesh and back padding might take a while to dry. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number one is its ability to expand up. So if you do and feel like you are overpacking, then you can go ahead and do that because you've got that top range. Pro for me is definitely the luggage slit with the detailing of that secret pocket. I also love how easy this is to clean and wipe down, and you're also protected at the bottom here. If you are someone who is a bit like myself, not really fussed on organization, then this is just simple and to the point. And they also have long lasting materials, so you are guaranteed to have this backpack for a very long time. For that price, I want a water bottle compartment on the outside. I also feel for the price, with the limited kind of organization that they do have on the inside, it could have done with a bit more effort. And overall, I definitely feel like aesthetics is a bit more implemented than the actual comfortability of the backpack, especially for everyday kind of carry. Maybe we would have opted for a bit more of a nicer kind of strap or even a sternum strap, but I get that they're kind of keeping this simple and to the point, and their materials really is the key kind of feature here. Don't get me wrong, this is a really good backpack. I definitely feel for the price there is a few things that are missing for me, especially that water bottle compartment. I really do love a water bottle compartment on the outside and just having that feature. But I definitely feel like this is suited for the business kind of style of things. It really pairs well with their own luggages. It's such a premium kind of design. It's one of those backpacks that if you're investing in, as mentioned, it's going to last you a really long time. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this bag or any of the other bags, luggages, whatever you fancy, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use the links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.